Today, it's all about exploring around the area near the big giant lake. Here's this pork here, really fatty. For 20,000 dong, which is less than $1, this thing is super good. I'm telling you, the streets are alive tonight. Absolute chaos. Good morning to another beautiful day here in Hanoi, Vietnam. Once again, cloudy skies, very gloomy. It's the typical atmosphere for here, but we just went to a cafe to have a quick coffee to get energized and to get the day rolling. It's a little bit after 12 p.m. right now. The place we went to was called Moon Cafe, a really cool cafe right here along this big giant lake that we haven't been to yet. This lake is something like Ho Tai, I don't know how you pronounce it, it's a very short name, but it's a massive lake. And it has very good, stunning views all across it from different angles. And the cafe we went to was about a 4th-floor cafe where you can sit at motorbikes in Vietnam. It was a very tall cafe where you can sit at, you can paint these things, well, for children mainly, that's what the children were doing there. Yeah, you sit, have a coffee, enjoy the view, hang with some friends and family. It's a really cool place to sit and start the day, but now we're walking along the lake and we're gonna see what we can get into today. Very hungry, haven't eaten anything, so maybe find some banh mi, some other local dishes. But today it's all about exploring around the area near the big giant lake. And we will not be walking around the whole thing as it is very giant. Those are the things that they were painting in the cafe, and they sell them everywhere, so my guess is it's something that's very popular around here. So as we sat at that cafe there, we were just staring out at the lake, enjoying the views, and there's 2 local fishermen out there. There's still one out there, but it's interesting because they're pretty far out. They're walking in the lake, and they have some sort of fishing net that I think they're dragging behind them and trying to catch fish. So it is a lake where people fish. They get probably a source of food from. There are people fishing along the side here, the embankment, and I don't know what they're catching because I haven't seen anybody catching any. But here you can see, oh, there we go. We got some fish right there. Do you see that? Those look like some sort of carp, maybe tilapia, I don't know. Interesting. There are so many window view cafes. Cafes, like restaurants, just right here on the edge of the water. And you can just sit there and enjoy a view. And you realize there was that many here. It's really cool. Now you can see there's some here, and then it goes all the way around, and they just keep going. I think there's also hotels and different things like that, but I'm not seeing much food. It is about 1 o'clock, so I'm kind of wondering, are people just not eating right now? What's happening? Most of the people are just drinking tea, drinking coffee, eating sunflower seeds. That's really it. This guy just went fishing, and this man is pulling him in with a rope. Alright, well, we just finished walking along the lake there for now. Maybe we'll go back there in a little bit. But it was pretty cool. Really nice views. Lots of little wildlife I saw. Turtles, water snakes, like these water lizards, lots of fish, and just lots of people fishing and enjoying their time. I don't know if fishing's even legal there because if I was trying to take a video or I took a picture, they seemed a little skeptic about it, so it might have not been totally legal, but we're gonna head to a restaurant or something in the inner side and find something to eat. Alright, we have found a place to sit down. It's been a while. We walked around quite a bit, and we saw so many places that were just serving coffee and tea and drinks for now. Not so much food places, but we did find one that's near this museum over here, and excited to try some different Vietnamese food. I got some rice and a crispy pork dish, should be coming pretty soon, and this atmosphere here is pretty chill. It's under some trees and awning, and it's a very cool area. There's a lot of locals here, a couple of foreigners, but definitely a cool place. Alright, the food has arrived. Here's what I got. This is crispy pork here. It doesn't look that crispy. It looks more fatty than anything, and there's not that much meat on it, but we're gonna taste it. We're gonna see how it is. Hopefully it's really good. And then we have a big heaping scoop of rice. It looks like some cabbage. I don't know how I feel about cabbage. And then maybe some sort of beans or something. And then also there is some broth, I guess, to drink with it. And some dipping sauce. All right, let's dig into this meal. I'm super, super hungry. Here we got the soup. Oh my God, it's cold. I didn't expect that to be cold. I don't know, maybe I don't drink it. It's pretty tasty though. Here's this pork here, really, really, really fatty. Let's try it out plain. Wow, it's extremely cold. Not even hot. With some spice on it. Oh wow, that is spicy. Wow. Everything is cold, wow. Must have been sitting out for a while. That's strange. Even the cabbage is cold. If this rice is cold, something's messed up here. Well, it's warm. That's interesting. This is a really, really interesting dish. So my goal was to try something completely different here. And this dish is completely different. It's very strange, but I don't know. I guess mediocre. It's not the best. But it's something to eat. Now the best part about this is definitely the rice. Gotta get those carbs, get some energy today. Just one of the most interesting things is they call this pork crispy pork, but the only thing that's crispy about it is about 10% of it. Just the outer layer. And it is really good, that part. But the rest of it, oh no, I dropped a piece of my crispy pork. We can dip some of this into the soy sauce, I guess, and eat it like that. It does make it taste a little bit better. I soaked this pork in soy sauce. That one was probably the crispiest piece of them all. Well, this dish here was 45,000 dong, so less than $2. I don't really have much else to say about it, to be honest. All right, I have left that museum restaurant there. A mediocre restaurant, it really wasn't that great, but it is what it is. I'm happy to have a meal. But now we're walking down the road here, and we're gonna head into a botanical garden area, maybe get another coffee, and also there is a stilt house of Ho Chi Minh here, so maybe we'll see that. I'm not really sure. So behind me, where we are walking past, is the mausoleum. It is the final resting place of Ho Chi Minh himself. Now I was just looking at Google Maps and it says you can go in there. It is free to enter. Once you enter, you have to be in a big queue to maybe enter to watch the formation. I don't know if you can go in the mausoleum itself. It looks like you might be able to, but you can't bring in cameras. You can only bring in your cell phone, and you have to lock your bag up and put it somewhere. So I don't feel like doing that today. Plus it's a very busy day as it is a Saturday. I think it would be better to go there on a weekday when it's less crowded, less tourists. Well, you can see the mausoleum there. Everyone's just outside with tour groups. I believe they're giving them information. And I don't think you can actually go in as the guards are standing there and the doors are closed. Maybe at one point you could. I have no idea. Let me know in the comments. Maybe you know. Alright guys, we have entered the botanical garden here in Hanoi, Vietnam, and stopped in the entranceway because there was a cafe. Get some coffee to try to juice up, get some energy, and this is what it looks like here. It is tiny. It's only filled halfway. I don't know what's up with the coffee game here, but coffees are very, very small. You need to have a couple of them a day, I guess. They are strong, but I just expected it to be a little bit bigger. Maybe it's because of the price. It was only 30,000 dong. So, hello. So 30,000. What?
You say 19.
I don't know. So 30,000 dong is very, very cheap. And maybe that's why it is that size. But it's okay. I won't consume too much liquid. And then I'll have some space pretty soon to try some food. out we just stumbled upon some monkey enclosure over here. Look at this guy. What are you guys doing in there? This looks like a very poor monkey enclosure. Oh, it stinks. Wow, so I have to say that it's probably one of the worst monkey enclosures I have ever seen. It smelled terrible. There was like nothing in there really for them, and it was just a bunch of steel, like a steel cage. There was some kid messing with them and trying to poke it with a stick, poke his feet, and the monkey took a stick and said, "I'm gonna break it." But wow, they should really do something about that enclosure, make it a little bit better. I don't know if it's like for the public, they want people to learn about the monkeys, or if it's supposed to be like a rehabilitation center where they're trying to reintroduce them in the wild once they heal. I don't know what the story is about it, but something should be changed. There's another wild animal enclosure over here. Looks like there's some peacocks on the bottom and a bunch of pigeons in there. This just must be some sort of public display for the people in the park. It is a little bit strange. Somebody brought their own tent. They're just camping out maybe. It's like he's sleeping right now. So you guys can see in the distance over there, there's like these blue houses. I believe they're raising pigeons over here, and it's maybe where the pigeons live. Maybe they feed them. This is a really interesting botanical garden. There's not much flowers. It's just a green park where you can come and hang out. The river, the pond, whatever it is, it's extremely low. So you can see here, they're playing football. The water bottles are their goal. And it's basically 2-on-3, I believe. Well, it turns out this park is actually a park where people come to take lots of photos. Photos together, maybe portrait photos, photos for your Facebook, your Instagram. As you can see behind me probably, there's lots of people over there taking nice fancy photos. Whoa, it's a bunny bike. Check it out. So we've also come over here because this is like a little bridge in the middle of the two parts of the lake. Over here you have like a pagoda right there and a little place that you can walk around. Well, this is definitely where everybody is. They're over here at this bridge part in the middle of the lakes where the pagoda is. Everybody, locals, tourists, and everything. Now I'm really interested, what are these flags that are above me? What kind of flag is that? I've never seen that flag before. If you know, let me know, because it's a really interesting flag, and there's more of them than there are the Vietnamese flags. Look how picturesque this is. So here is the entrance to the pagoda area, and there is a sign just over there that says, "Do not wear shorts and cover up your legs." And I am wearing shorts because I like to wear shorts when it is above 23 degrees. So I guess I won't be going in. But he's going in with shorts. Wow, look at the traffic here in Hanoi. Lots and lots of motorbikes. Traffic is crazy. Well, in Hanoi, there's lots of workout parks. So when in Hanoi, let's work out. Oh, I haven't done a dip in a while. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Wow, another interesting thing is the birds. They have birds everywhere here in Vietnam. Look at this little guy. It's like a hummingbird, I think. It's in the cage. There's actually more of them. You have one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Oh my god, there's so many birds.
They're so cute.
It's a bird cafe. Alright, we're walking on the other side of the lake here through the local streets. Lots of locals here, not as many tourists that we're seeing. There are some, but it seems like there's a lot of places to drink. Bars, party places. Saw some people smoking some marijuana. This looks like a cool area to hang out. So we just stopped into this little beer yard, but there's lots of Budweiser. You can see Over there, Budweiser. Lots of Budweiser details everywhere. Budweiser. It seems like it's a very busy place, especially on the weekend. Right now it's pretty early, it's about 5 o'clock, so things are not quite picking up, but I'm sure in a couple hours it's going to be, because there's lots of tables, lots of beer to choose from, lots of things to eat, and just picked up a local beer here called Trucbach. I asked him what beer is from Vietnam, which one should we try, and he said this one. Now, they did serve it in a Heineken glass, so it's a little deceiving, but let's try this out. Let's see how good it is. Wow, that's actually very similar to a Budweiser beer. It tastes just like it. Maybe it's like the Budweiser of Vietnam. Well, that beer was okay. It was mediocre as well. Not the best tasting beer, but it was something good to drink and to try the local beer here. Not bad. It was 35,000 dong, so probably about $1.50 or something. And now we're off maybe towards the old quarter to try to get some food, something to eat, as this area doesn't appear to have so much food, not like the old quarter. The old quarter is very, very well known for lots of food, street food, restaurants, everything. Here there's more cafes and like tea bars than there are anything. You know, I was thinking that in Thailand has lots of coffee shops, especially in Bangkok, but just being here in Hanoi, I think there might be more coffee shops here than there is in Bangkok. Alright, just made a stop here to get something to eat at a little banh mi cart here. Yeah, I can't give any specifics on where it is, what it is, but it is actually, it is next to this old famous water tower right here. But I'm gonna try a traditional Vietnamese banh mi sandwich for 20,000 dong. Very good, very affordable. I'm gonna put something spicy on this banh mi here. I love spice. We ain't never scared. Well, the person behind the camera wasn't filming when I started eating this, but I am eating the banh mi now. It's nice and warm. It's very good. Let's try it out for a second try. Just picture that the rest of it is there. I can't swallow it. It's so good though. I put some spice on there. It's not spicy at all. The meat is like fatty, but really delicious. Some of the meat is tender, and then you have the crispy banh mi bun on the outside and soft in the inside. And whatever toppings they put on it, like the lettuce, maybe it's some onion. Oh, it's super good. I don't know, but it's delicious. One of my favorite things here. I think I taste the pate in there. That's pretty good. You can kind of see the meat there. It's super fatty in there, but man, it's a thin piece of fatty meat, so it's actually pretty tasty. It's not overwhelming like some fatty pork can be. But yeah, for 20,000 dong, which is less than $1, this thing is super good. So like I was saying, right across from this banh mi cart is this historical landmark. It is a water tank. Now this water tank was built in 1894 by the French, and that's why you see that French style architecture. So it's pretty old. I don't know if it's in use anymore, but it is pretty much in the center of like a rotary, or in, what do you call this here?
Roundabout.
A roundabout, right? Some people call it a roundabout, I call it a rotary, but that's where it's in the middle. It's a historic landmark here in Hanoi. All right, back on the road here, walking again. It's now 6 o'clock, it's a little past 6, and the streets are really coming alive. Like every place is open for dinner, there's stalls, there's restaurants over here, because we're pretty much entering the old quarter now. And the traffic doesn't stop, you know, the motorbikes are everywhere as usual, as that's all there really is. It's probably 70% motorbikes and probably 30% cars, but. So as you guys can see here, walking through a little stalls area, market area, people are selling jewelry, sunglasses, many different things, clothing. It's like a little night market, not too big, but just along the street here as we walk by, there's like little mini banh mi's. Wow, never seen anything like that. That is the smallest banh mi ever. Well, it turns out that this little night market here along the street, they're just opening. Oh wow, narrow motorbikes and everything. Yeah, they're just opening. I'm seeing people, you know, unpacking their bags and hanging things up. So maybe this is a night market area. I'm not sure. Haven't been here yet. Well, we just sat down here. We came to a street. We didn't even really know where we were, but this is the beer street in Hanoi. And we got some Hanoi beer here, so let's try it out. Pretty good, actually. That's better than that Truck beer that we just had. But some of the places here have live music. It gets pretty lively. There's motorbikes going by, lots of people walking. So we're gonna drink some beer, hang out, eat some food, and see how the night goes. All right, I can't tell you how the filming is gonna go here. It's very noisy. Lots of people are showing up, so let's hope for the best. All right, here's a regular spring roll. Let's try it out. Well, the party has joined us, but spring roll is super tasty. So check it out. This is at the beer street here. This is the beer street where we are sitting and drinking. Lots of bars down here to drink at. A cool view from the top. Looks like they have a whole upstairs too. They have like maybe music playing up here with a DJ. Party can sit up here. Oh, it's really loud here, really busy. They're putting the tables farther out into the road, so it's really taking up most of the street, and then there's like just one lane for walking and scooters. But the food's pretty good. The beer is excellent. The beer is actually 30,000 dong, so it's very affordable. Spring rolls are 60,000 dong. And then we also got some chicken wings that are soaked in garlic and butter, and those are 100,000 dong. So really good beer drinking food. And the atmosphere is super cool. If you're here with friends, you're with family, great place to be, as there is a family right next to us with children. But the place is super lively, and we got here just at the right time because it's starting to kick up now. And so we're gonna eat the food, we're gonna drink some beer, and enjoy the time here. Wow, this beer street is wild right now. So many people. There has to be over 1,000 people. You're just walking shoulder to shoulder. It is quite crazy, but the beer is good. The environment's super cool. They're playing a lot of football games tonight, as there are many games this Saturday night. So maybe we'll stick around, maybe drink some more beer. I'm telling you, the streets are alive tonight. Check out this local performer here, local traditional Vietnamese music. It's quite beautiful. Now we're back down near where the Note Cafe is in the other lake. This is the very famous area. It's almost like the center area, and there are there are lots of people here everywhere. They closed the street. There's no more traffic. It's just pedestrians. Really nice. Like you got the cafe restaurants up there. The lake is over there. Real live over here. And this is a serious Hanoi traffic jam. Look at that. Traffic and pedestrians. Oh my god, this is wild. I wouldn't want to be a car here. Absolute chaos. Wow, you can see hundreds of motorbikes on the street, parked on the side here. They just keep going down. You can see here, this is the main road that goes around the lake. Even this road is closed down. That's how many people there are here in Hanoi, Vietnam. We got a local and international game of the hacky sack, but it's not a hacky sack. Oh wow. Wow. Let's go mob the streets of Hanoi together. the Hanoi hoverboard squad. Alright guys, well the camera's gonna die pretty soon. I think I'm gonna wrap the video up here tonight as it's pretty lively. The music's very loud in the area and it's really hard to film, so I hope you enjoyed this day from Hanoi, Vietnam, and I'll see you guys again in the next video tomorrow. Peace.